Danno has started a brand new ARG, and it has nothing to do with Toon Turf nor Shorts Wars. It all starts with this short right here called I Am Watching You, where we see Barry rip through the graph paper into our world, coming from whatever the realm Toon Turf is in. Barry then starts freaking out, and Riggy hits him with a bat, and so he is dragged off screen, and while no one is looking, this mysterious character appears on the screen. And I thought that was kind of weird, and then completely moved on. I don't know. It wasn't until I saw Dacia's short about this, where she said that it was an ARG. I rushed back to the short, hoping to extract the lore. And when I went to the description, yep, there it was. A bunch of jumbled text. I threw it into a multi-decoder, and the Visionaries cipher, I think that's how you pronounce it, gave something back with the keyword being purple. A giant decoded message. And this message was from this mysterious character, whose name we learned to be Absinthe. Now, Absinthe is talking to us, the audience, wondering if we'll be allies. Seems like only time will tell. They talk about how they've been trying to contact us for a while, trying to reach our realm, and it wasn't until Barry gave them the answer by literally ripping a hole through the graph paper. They now have access to contacting us. Absinthe also talks about this him in the message a lot, and from the clues in this message, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're talking about Riggy. Absinthe says that we should question Riggy and if he's genuine or not, even calling him a deceiver. Absinthe wants us to solve their codes and their puzzles, not Riggy's, and hopes to unveil some secrets. And yeah, overall, that's the summary of the message. From what I could pick up, Absinthe seems to really hate Riggy. Anyways, that was the big introduction to this ARG, and we'd actually get a few days of nothing until we finally got this short right here, where we see Riggy freaking out, mentioning how there's been rips in Toonville and that they feel like they're being watched. And then we get this. Yeah, after a little bit of a jump scare, Absinthe is now contacting us. We see a code flash on the screen. This is what the code was. And this code kinda looks like a URL, but placing this code in the YouTube URL doesn't work. So let's continue watching the short. We're told that the key is the reason he doesn't give up. And then it cuts back to Riggy where it is chaos. Yeah, now we have a code and a hint to what the key is. And I could not figure this out. And this is where I went to Dacia's Discord server. Seriously, this video would not be possible without Dacia's and Danno's Discord server and the fans in them dedicated to finding the lore of this ARG. I have a lot of college to do at the moment, so trying to find all the lore out myself would be impossible. So huge credit to all those people that are figuring it out. I'll try and give credit on the screen as much as I could. But yeah, even Dacia's Discord server was kinda stumped. That wasn't until the next day when Danno uploaded this short right here, where Danno talks about how gambling is bad. And in the comment section, we see this by Riggy, about how Riggy gambled one of their siblings' souls. Like, Riggy, what are you doing? Have you not played Cuphead? Danno asks which sibling, and Riggy responds that it was his brother, and that they would never gamble their sister. This was actually a hint to finding the key. You see, back in the previous short, at the very end where it's chaos, we could also see another hint to finding the key, saying do it for her. And with all of this context, we find out that the reason he doesn't give up, the key word is sister. So now, if we take this code right here, throw it into the Vegemite cipher, and put the keyword as sister, we get this code right here, which actually is the correct URL code, and it leads us to a secret unlisted video called Contact. This video would be very important. In this video, at random points, we can hear these weird sounds. Well, if we reverse the audio, we hear this. And someone in the comment section decoded all the messages, and it read, hello, are we connected? I reside in your world now. Look beyond what you see. There you'll find a key. I can show you my files only if you prove worthy. Until then, I'll just keep you company. We also see that in the description of the contact video, there is again a jumbled up paragraph. And if we throw that paragraph into the Virginia cipher and put the keyword as mask, we get another message saying that they're pleased we're keeping up with their codes. And if you want to read all the message, you can read it right here. The screen, but the important part is at the end where they say to please keep a message of this to document, because that it will soon be replaced. And well, that is what would happen the next day. But this next day has a lot of information. So before I get into it, please consider subscribing. I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers now, and the growth I've gained recently has been crazy. Subscribing is the best way to give motivation, so it would be It would be greatly appreciated. And you can always unsubscribe later. Also have a Discord server. Okay, let's get into this. So the next day, the description of of contact changed, and we get this jumbled up code right here. Throwing it into the vacuum cipher, we again can use the keyword mask to get an interesting message. However, only the first part seems to be decoded, and it says that the following code, this code right underneath, is 2 layers deep, and that the keys are quite obviously laid out for you. So more digging was needed to be done. We needed 2 more keys, and those keys would be found in Danno's latest short, uploaded the same day. For a brief second, we can see something appear on screen, and we see that in 2 different occasions. The first one is FEKD, and the second one is TIVO. And putting this into the verbal cipher and putting the keyword as mask, we would get 2 words: test and hide. Well, it turns out that these were the 2 keys we needed to decipher the other code with. And so placing this code into the victorious cipher and putting the keyword as test, we would get this code right here. And then putting that code into the cipher and doing the keyword as hide, we would get this code right here. And this code right here is useful because it is actually a Google Drive URL, which leads you to this area right here. This image is called quirkysillyme.png, and if we brighten the image, we can see this message right here. You don't get to see my face yet, silly. We're not there yet, not for a while. But from what it looks like, it almost looks like Absinthe is a runky, a rabbit monkey. But that's just a theory. Anyways, we also see this text on the side, and if we put this text into the vegetarian cipher and put this as the keyword right here, we would get this message. By the way, I have no idea how this one got solved. Credit to Danno's and Dacia's Discord server. Some of the keywords I can see how they got, but this one I literally have no idea where they got this. I know that sometimes they use a bot to get them, but yeah, they are dedicated. But anyways, yeah, we got this message right here with this code at the bottom, which is the URL to another Google Drive, where we see this image right here, along with text saying, insane that anyone in their right mind would buy merchandise of a murderer. Yeah, Absinthe does not like Riggy. I mean, Riggy has done some not good stuff in the past, but you know, he's fine. Oh, and by the way, the photo is called hehe.jpg. Oh, and also this third part of this jumbled up code message translates to this. I'm not sure how it was, and not sure what the key is, but yeah, this is the message right here. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot to mention this, but the contact video, this black screen, you can actually brighten up to give this image right here. Anyways, the next day, the contact video changed again. We would get this very short message right here, and putting it into the vegan cipher with the keyword as time, we would get this message back: patience. Not a whole lot of lore going on this day. And then the next day after that, we're given this code right here, and putting in the key as lucky, we get tomorrow. So the day that this video is uploaded, there's going to be quite a bit of lore. So make sure to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my future videos where I continue to cover this series, along with other videos that I'll make. Oh, and by the way, YouTube thinks you'll like this video that is appearing on screen, so maybe check it out. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.